very happy new year. ये न्यू ईयर वैसे भी हैप्पी होने वाला है. This new year is going to be very happy for you because you have two exams. This is really surprising to, and I suggest you, we must praise UGC for this thing. We must praise. हमने UGC को बहुत criticize किया for not taking exams, for doing this and that, but this is the time we must praise because UGC is trying to maintain the cycle. And this time we have two exams. Vanakkam Akshaya, how are you? Amrita, how are you? So this is one of the biggest live for UGC NET exam March session, December 2022. So December exam, which was supposed to be conducted in December 2022, will be conducted in the month of March. And today, in this particular video lecture, I am going to talk about Indian modern theatre. We are going to finish the syllabus in two different ways. The conventional, basic literature will be taught with previously recorded lectures and podcasts, but all the new topics, 40% important syllabus, which is not even heard by people, that will be taught in live classes. I was in Manali yesterday, traveled for the whole night, so was having headache, and that was the reason I couldn't go to my studio. But I'll try my best to go for maximum classes from the studio with a digital board so that you can have a complete feeling of the Delhi offline batch. We are going to do all those things which are not known. How many of you know there are teaching drills? How many of you know that there are drills of teaching English? Repetition drill, mechanical drill. Have you heard about this thing? If not, don't worry. We will be teaching you. What if I ask you, name the first woman who has won Booker Award? How many of you know that? The first woman to win a Booker Award. I will teach you that. What if I ask you the first women to win double Booker Awards? There are many male writers who have won double Booker Awards. In short, when I will be teaching you, I'll be teaching you all those things which are mostly not taught by anyone. There was a question in an exam, Howard Jacobson's Finkler. The Finkler question has won a Booker Award. What is the genre? That is comedy. 2011 Booker Award. Normally Booker Awards are not given in comedies. Howard Jacobson became one of the first person to win the Booker Award. Do you know the first man to win Booker Award for a comedy is Kingsley Amis, Old Devils 1986. So I'm going to prepare you like that. We'll be dealing with the exclusive lectures of all those unknown topics. Today, it is the first session for the March exam. We are going to talk about Indian modern theatre. I suggest you have a pen and paper with you. अपने साथ पेन पेपर ले लो. मेरे पास गर्म पानी है. I am ready from my side. You should be ready from your side. Voice clear आ रहा होगा ना? A very good evening to everyone. 342 students are live. अपने आप में बहुत बड़ी बात है. 342 students are live right now. What a feeling. So guys, let's start Indian modern theatre. So, what you have to understand, what you have to write, the basic thing. When we talk about the English literary styles, literary patterns of writing a drama, a tragedy, the first base we have is Poetics by Aristotle. Poetics is divided in 26 chapters. In 26 chapters, chapter 1 to 5 deals with epic poetry, the introduction of poetry, epic narrations. Chapter 6 to chapter 19, 14 exclusive chapters are dealing with tragedy. They talk about the role of hero, ideal tragic hero, the role of characters, the value of dialogues, the stage setting, the plot construction, episodic plot, complex plot, simple plot, flat characters, round characters. In English literature, in English drama, it is the poetics which is the base. In Indian theatres, now please focus, this is Indian theatre, Indian modern theatre. In Indian theatre, the base is Natya Shastra, written around 200 BC by Bharat Muni. Natya Shastra and Aristotle's Poetics have a big difference. Aristotle's Poetics is more concerned about expression. Sorry, more concerned about content, what you convey. And Natya Shastra is more concerned about the way you convey. Natya Shastra is more aesthetic. Aristotle's Poetics is based on content. Because in classical writings, the biggest thing they have is the universal thought, the great thoughts, great emotions, and great expression. What are the three pillars? Great classical writings के three pillars of great classical writings, great Greek writers: great thought, great emotion, great expression. So what is great thought? Something which is universally accepted. True love, where you die for your love. True friendship, where you sacrifice your life for friendship. Life and death, pain and suffering, which is universal truth. Human life is a general drama of pain with occasional episodes of happiness. Human life is a general drama of pain with occasional episodes of happiness. This is a line by Thomas Hardy. Isn't it true? You, me, we all have suffered from those tragedies. So we say, sir, baat to sahi hai, it's a great point. This is universal thought. The soul and oversoul connection, the soul and the God, that's universal thought. So technically, the great Greek classical writers believed in first thing, great thought. Now, when you have great thought, so imagine your friend is sitting like this. You say, what happened, brother? Why are you sitting like this? Your friend says, I am having a greatest thought. What is that greatest thought? People have stopped giving mayonnaise with momos. आजकल मोमो के साथ चटनी नहीं मिल रही है. Is it a great thought? Is it a universal thought? No. So technically, they wanted to go with great thoughts. But this is a difference between Indian aesthetics and poetics. Indian aesthetics, primarily Natya Shastra, they don't talk about content. This is the point. Point to be noted, my lord. Note kar lo. They don't talk about content. What they talk is expression. How did you convey? How did you convey? So if someone slaps someone, suppose you slapped someone. This is Vineet Pandey style example. Okay. You slapped someone. So if the judge is Aristotle, judge will say, why did you slap this person? What was the reason behind that? And if the judge is Bharat Muni, he will ask you the velocity of slap, whether those 5 fingers got printed on the cheek or not. This is the difference. Aristotle will say, भैया reason क्या है, मारा क्यों? और नाट्य शास्त्र भरत मुनि क्या बोलेगा? वो तो ठीक है, मारा सही है, सही मारा, जोर से मारा, उंगलियां छपी नहीं छपी. Means content, performance. Content, performance. Hope you understood the biggest difference between Aristotle's Poetics and Indian Bharat Muni Natya Shastra. समझ में आ गया? आया समझ में? Good. Now, as we have to go for Indian modern theatre, we are not going for Indian aesthetics. हम aesthetic पे नहीं जा रहे हैं. We are not going for Indian aesthetics. In coming lectures, I'll be going for Indian aesthetics. I'll teach you Raudra Ras, Veer Ras, Bhayanak Ras. Veer Ras poetry. In Natya Shastra, he says invoke the emotions. In Aristotle Poetics, he says balance the emotions. Finish those emotions. Make people understand that purgation is everything. ध्यान से समझना दोस्तों, ध्यान से. This is very important point. Normally people don't know the difference. Even in top universities interviews, they will simply ask you what is the difference between poetics and Indian poetics, Natya Shastra. In poetics, they are talking about balance your emotion. Be normal, be purgated. Whether you get first attempt JRF, be purgated. You are not the first to get a JRF, you are not the last to get a JRF. Normal रहो. इसकी संस्कृत में एक लाइन है. This is Vineet Pandey style, Delhi University style. उदेति सविता ताम्रः ताम्रः एवास्ति मयि च संपत्तौ च विपत्तौ च महताम एक रूपताम. उगता हुआ सूरज, द राइजिंग सन इज रेड. डूबता हुआ सूरज, उदयति सविता ताम्र, ताम्र एवास्ति में पिक्चर. डूबता हुआ सूरज, it's red. The rising sun is red, setting sun is red. This is the great people. They have always a balance. They don't get excited with happiness, they don't get frustrated with sadness. That's what they say. But Natya Shastra says no. Invoke the emotions of the audience, make them involved. Emotions jag jane chahiye. If you become the part of a poetry recitation competition and a person comes with Hindi Veer Ras poetry, your blood starts boiling. You must have heard those lines. हिमाद्र त्रिंग श्रृंग से प्रबुद्ध शुद्ध भारती, स्वयं प्रभा समुज्ज्वला स्वतंत्रता पुकारती, अमर्त्य वीर पुत्र हो दृढ़ प्रतिज्ञ सोच लो, प्रशस्त पुण्य पंथ है बढ़े चलो बढ़े चलो, असंख्य कीर्ति रश्मियां विकीर्ण दिव्य दाहसी, सपूत मातृभूमि के रुको नवीर साहसी, अराति सैन्य सिंधु में सुबाड़ वग्नि से जलो, जयी हो प्रवीर हो बढ़े चलो बढ़े चलो. And you will be like, yes, emotions, invoked emotions. When Arjun returns from the battlefield, Krishna tells him that your son, Abhimanyu, has been killed by those many warriors who attacked that alone young boy who was alone. Arjun gets very angry. You know, the bravest man with his greatest weapon, Gandhi and all these things. और उसको लगता है मेरे बेटे को सबने घेर के मार दिया. श्री कृष्ण के सुन वचन अर्जुन क्रोध में जलने लगे, सब शोक अपना भूल के करतल युगल मलने लगे, उस काल मानो क्रोध से तन कांपने उनका लगा, मानो हवा के वेग से सोता हुआ सागर जगा. दिस इज विनीत पांडे स्टाइल. पढ़ो तो ऐसे पढ़ो. आया समझ में? इमोशंस, इमोशंस, वीर रस, प्रेम रस, ये वो. But then Indian modern theaters got influenced by poetics. ये थोड़ा शर्म की भी बात है, but ठीक है, it's good. So Indian aesthetics has guts. But then Indian modern theatre, which primarily starts by 1825. Primarily starts by 1825. The rest of the Indian aesthetics I'll teach you in coming classes. Vakrokti Siddhant, Sphota Siddhant, Dhvani Siddhant. I will be teaching you all those things. They're a part of English literature. Right now, let's go for Indian modern theatre. So I have made the base. I made it clear for you. Now, Indian modern theatre, 1825, they started their theatres and started performing. How many of you know? Have you heard this song? The beautiful song, Uthe Sabke Kadam Pararam Pam Pam. Remember? There's a lady, she sings. Her name is Pearl Padmasi, one of the greatest Indian modern theatre director. How many of you know? Munna Bhai MBBS, a movie by Sanjay Dutt. Munna Bhai's mother is a famous activist, writer, director, dramatist, Rohini Hatangini. How many of you know the wife of Raj Babbar, Nadira Babbar, is one of the highly celebrated Indian dramatists? Those who are doing really good in Bollywood. These people are there. So when in 1825 it started, the initial Indian drama was dealing with, point to be noted, write it, likho isko abhi. In 1825, when the Indian modern theatre got established, started, people started launching their shows. They were mostly dealing with Indian holy scriptures, Indian religious stories. Savitri Satyavan story. You all know it, right? Satyavan falls from the tree, dies. Yamraj comes to take the soul, but his loyal wife, Savitri, she is there. She chases Yamraj and finally gets her husband's life back. So they would perform Savitri Satyavan story. They would perform Prahlad, Bhakt Prahlad. Remember the holy celebration? Bhakt Prahlad. When Hiranyakashyap says, where is your God? He says, my God is everywhere. Kan kan mein Bhagwan. Na jane kis vesh mein Narayan mil jaye. So Hiranyakashyap says, okay, so can you find your God in that pillar, khambe mein? He says, yes, this pillar is Vishnu. So Hiranyakashyap breaks it. And then we find the Narsim avatar. That thing. So initial Indian modern theatres, initial writings were actually bringing those scriptures, those religious references. Shabri Mala Katha, Shabri Katha. How Shabri is feeding the those fruits, forest fruit, wild fruits, bear khila rahi hain. Yeah, Bharat Ram Samvad, Ram and Bharat talking, or some episodes of Mahabharat, some undressing of Draupadi humiliation. These kind of things were performed, but with the gradual influence of English colonization, primarily after 1857, 1857 की क्रांति के बाद, they started the same stage shows with a different theme. And now the dramas became different. They started attacking the British rule. In the performances, in the dramas, they started different kind of sarcasm, different kind of attacks. You must have seen a movie by Ajay Devgan, Bhagat Singh movie. He was playing the role of Bhagat Singh. 420 people are live, 420 students live हैं. You must have seen the movie of Bhagat Singh where Ajay Devgan is playing a performance. It's a show, dance show, Pagadi Samhal, Jatta Pagadi Samhal. So all the Britishers are watching that dance. Then one Britisher comes and says, Sir, his song has a revolutionary theme. Stop this song. What is the meaning of that song? Pagadi Samhal, Jatta Pagadi Samhal. That song says respect. Save your self-respect. Make yourself, strong. Don't surrender your self-respect. The turban stands for respect. Turban stands for ethnic identity. So when you say Pagadi Samhal, Jatta Pagadi Samhal, someone says, oh, stop this man, stop this man. The British government stopped the modern performances of drama, especially these dramas where they were attacking British Empire. Write a point, Deen Bandhu Mitra. Please write this point. Deen Bandhu Mitra. Deen Bandhu Mitra. Deen Bandhu Mitra wrote a famous performance drama, Neel Darpan. बहुत बढ़िया. These are online students of last batch. Very good. Remy Banerjee, you are my pride. नेट गेट 10 साल के बाद करके दिखाया. रिमी बनर्जी इज माई प्राइड. बहुत बढ़िया रिमी. नील दर्पण. दिस नील दर्पण वॉज डीलिंग विद इंडिगो प्लांटेशन. नील की खेती. प्लांटेशन ऑफ नील. प्लांटेशन ऑफ इंडिगो. दीन बंधु मित्रा wrote Indigo Plantation, a book dealing with indigo plantation. When the theater was performing a role, a British officer, a cruel British officer, was beating an Indian farmer being bullied by a British cruel officer, and all of a sudden, the person who was playing the role of a British man, he got hit by a shoe. Somebody from the audience hurled a shoe at him. The person who was playing the role of a British officer got hit by a shoe. जूता लगा करके उसको. You know the man who threw the shoe, the man who hurled that shoe, the greatest educationist of India, ईश्वर चंद विद्यासागर. देखो एक स्टूडेंट लिखा है कि ये क्वेश्चन बीपीएससी में आया था, बंगाल पब्लिक सर्विस कमीशन. Who threw that shoe? Ishwar Chand Vidyasagar, the greatest educationist. The performance of that cruel British officer boiled his blood. So this is how the modern theatre was causing awareness. The character who got hit by a shoe, he accepted that shoe as a reward. He said, this is my acting. That people hated me. This is my acting. He accepted that shoe as a reward, as a prize. But imagine what was that performance doing? Invocation, provocation, that let's fight against British Raj. So the British Raj people, they started controlling it. Remember this thing, throwing the shoe to show a protest starts from here. It became famous when Muntajar al-Jaidi, a journalist from Iraq, hurled the shoe at George Bush. He was imprisoned for 2 years, and after that shoe was sold in 2 crore Indian rupees. 2 crore रुपए में जूता बिका था उसका. Muntajar al-Jaidi, the man who hurled the shoe at George Bush. And then it became a tradition. It became a tradition. So, okay. Now see this thing what happens. Britishers started keeping a check, keeping a control. But then they launched guerrilla theatres. Guerrilla theatres means in the villages, they would perform, they would run away. They would perform, they would run away. And at that time, there was no CCTV, no mobile phone locations, no surveillance. So technically, Indian modern theatre tried to find a way to survive. And then the modern writers who came after independence, the writers who started writing after independence. One more point, one more point. If they ask you, what were the other forms of Indian modern theatres or Indian theatres? Natya Mandali, Nautanki. Do you have some other words? You must be having your local words in your villages. You can tell me. Nautanki, Natya Mandali. होता है ना गांव में नौटंकी लगी है. There is a Nautanki village. Tamasha, Tamasha, yes. बहुत बढ़िया. तमाशा, नौटंकी, नाटक, जतारा, जात्रा in Bengali. बहुत बढ़िया. Very good. Nukkad नाटक, good. Very good. Now you are the part of the class. Now you are understanding what I'm trying to say. Very good. After independence, the writers, they started dealing with the themes and concepts of Indian original aesthetic thing and the modern significance. Some writers in Indian modern theatre who started writing after 1947 came with their experimental studies, experimental performances. What is the value of truth? Tell me. We all say sach bolo, but actually if you start speaking truth, blunt truth, you will be left all alone. सोचो तुम बहुत सच बोलते हो. सब सोचो तुम हरिश्चंद्र हो. चंद्र टरे सूरज टरे, टरे जगत व्यवहार, पर सत्यवादी हरिश्चंद्र को टरे न सत्य विचार. दुनिया बदल जाए, हरिश्चंद्र झूठ नहीं बोलता था. Now what will we say? Are you Harishchandra? Are you trying to be Harishchandra? So what if you start speaking blunt truth? Oh, mama, papa, I think I'm born in a wrong family. I want to shift myself in another family. Can you speak this truth to your family members? Can you go and talk to your best friend? You can't speak because those blunt truth will leave you all alone with the ultimate reality of the life, that it's just you, nobody else. But the fake faces, falsehood makes you a social person. A friend of everyone is a friend of none. Aristotle ne bola tha na, a friend of everyone is a friend. Imagine I'm being good to everyone. But yes, Habib Tanveer, one of my favorite writer, Habib Tanveer. Please write down this name. 443 students are live. Wow. Habib Tanveer, the famous Indian modern theatre activist, wrote Charan Das Chor. The name of the book is Charan Das Chor. Now, in what happens in Charan Das Chor? It's the story of a kingdom. There is a famous chor called, a famous thief, Charan Das thief, chor. All those who don't understand what is chor is thief. Charan Das, the thief. In that kingdom, there is a famous thief. His name is called Charan Das. So he's so good that he can steal money, he can steal your goods, items, everything, and you can't nab him. You can't nab that person. So technically, in that kingdom, Charan Das Chor, Charan Das thief, has become a symbol. Everybody is scared of him. Nobody knows him. Charan Das Chor goes to a lady and says, your husband is on deathbed. Lady starts crying. He says, come. Your husband is waiting for you. Come. When the lady is ready to leave the house, he says, please take all the gold, jewelry. Now, she's an Indian woman. And Indian woman doesn't think about anything else when somebody says it is related to your husband. So her husband is in danger. She takes all the gold, all the money, goes with Charan Das. When they are all alone, Charan Das tries to take that jewelry. He snatches the jewelry. Lady starts crying. Now Charan Das Chor is good man by heart. He says, please don't cry. Okay, take some jewelry back. But she's still crying. He gives all the jewelry back. He is a thief, but a good man. Now, Charan Das goes to offer some offerings in the temple. So when he is offering gold in the temple, the guru in the temple stops him and says, hello, who are you? You are offering gold. I have seen many times you come and offer the gold in the temple. Charan Das says, sir, you are a priest. I can't lie. I am Charan Das Chor. And you are my guru, so I don't want to lie. I am Charan Das Chor. Guru is shocked. Then Guru says that now you have called me a guru. Stop these burglary and thefts. Stop stealing. I am your guru. Charan Das says, sir, you are my guru. You have all my respect, but the stealing is the only thing I know. I am good at this. This is my naukri. This is my business. This is my career. Stealing for you is bad on moral grounds. I am smart. This is my lifestyle. I can't leave it. This is very interesting story. Don't miss it. Okay, 474 students alive. Great. Guru says, no, no, no. You have asked me. You are my student. I am asking you Guru Dakshina. Stop stealing. Charan Das Chor says, ask me anything, but please don't ask me to stop stealing. I can't. This is the only thing I know. And work is? Bolo, work is? Work is? Worship. Work is worship. अम्मी जान कहती थी कोई भी धंधा छोटा नहीं होता. So what does he say? He says, this is my life, this is my things. And then he says, Guru, I promise you. Please focus. बहुत ध्यान से सुनना. This is very important point. Please focus. You need something? Use this phone. Somebody's at the gate. So he says, I promise you, I will never become the head of any celebration, any function. Guru said, no. Promise me you will not steal. He says, I will never eat in gold plates with the queen or king, anybody. Take that promise. No. Then he says, even if the queen says, marry me, I will not marry her. Take that promise. Guru says, oh, even anyhow you're not going to get these things. Why a queen will marry you? Why they will make you a head of a celebration? Why a queen will ask you to go for a dinner with her? Obviously these things are not going to happen. So just promise me you will not steal. He said no. Guru says, fine. If you can't leave your thefts, give me another promise. He says, please ask me. I will do it. Guru says, take an oath from today onwards, you will never lie. Now Guru is smart. Guru knows that for the theft he has to lie. Now Charan Das is trapped. He says, fine, fine. My promise. From today onwards, I will never lie. Guys, this is Vineet Pandey style. You would love this story. Indian modern theatre ka masterpiece hai. Now he decided he will never lie. Fine. Guru got happy. A student like Charan Das, the great thief. Guru said, stay with me tonight. He said, no sir, this is night time. I have to go for theft. Guru said, no, no, no. Today you are my guest. Today you be with me. He said, sir, please let me go. This is my duty time. I have to go to steal things. This is my, this is my business. Guru says, no, 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 just be here. You are my guest. Let's have dinner. He said, fine. So they have dinner together. Then Guru is resting. Charan Das is giving him foot massage. Next morning, when Guru wakes up, Guru finds all the gold has been stolen. Even the ringings, bells, idol of the god, all the offerings, everything has been stolen. And Guru is like, what is this? Stealing is done. Business is done. Chori ho gayi. Ho gayi. After few days, Charan Das comes again to offer gold. After few days, Charan Das comes again to offer gold, and Guru holds him. Where is that gold? Did you steal? Where is that gold? He says, I told you this is my duty time. So you stopped me in the temple, and when it is my duty, I don't care whether it is a temple, whether it is the idol of the god, whether these are the ringing bells. And now today I am as a devotee. I am offering those things once again. So stealing is my career option, naukri. As I told you, na, Ammi Jaan kehti thi, koi dhanda chota nahi hota. Now Guru is impressed that what a man, what a guts. So he says, if you want me to stay tonight, I can stay. Guru says, no, 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 no need to stay. Go. Now, my dear friends, you know what happens? Charan Das cannot lie. He has promised it to his Guru. I cannot lie. So he tells people, hello, I am Charan Das. Today I will come to loot your shop. People take him lightly. Go. And he actually does that. 500 live ho gaye. 500 students are live. And in fact, I'll ask you if you can take screen recordings of some of the jokes. आप लोग अपने YouTube channels पे डाल सकते हैं if you like my way of teaching. Now, Charan Das has become more famous because he doesn't lie. Police comes, Havaldar, constable, post questions. Have you seen Charan Das Chor? He says, I am Charan Das Chor. He laughs at him. Oh, you are Charan Das Chor. Funny man, get lost. He is becoming more famous. Now one day, Charan Das comes to his Guru and says that I have got a lot of name. I am going to steal the royal treasure, Shahi Khazana. Guru said, no, don't go for royal treasure. Don't go for royal treasure. Please. He said, no, I have to. That's the only thing I have to loot. I have done all my great thefts. I'm done with my achievements. One more. And I want your help. You are my Guru. Help me. Now, Guru is so much involved with this personality. He says, okay, tell me, what should I do? Charan Das says that tomorrow some soldiers will carry the royal treasure. You just divert them. Divert their attention. So next day the soldiers are coming. Guru comes with a plate with all the puja and offerings and some chantings. Technically diverts the attention of the soldier. Charan Das does stealing. Theft is done. Chori ho gayi. Now the queen is in shock. Queen is so much angry that how this guy dared to loot the royal treasure. All the army employed to find this man. And even he is found by Subedar. Subedar says, are you Charan Das Chor? He says, yes, I am Charan Das Chor. How did you loot? He was like, just like that. Subedar doesn't believe. He's like, why this man is telling truth? He knows he will be killed. They don't listen to him. They don't take him seriously. Now it has become a question of prestige. Naak ka sawal. Guru and Charan Das, they are talking. Charan Das says, Guru, you go to the queen and tell him that it's me. Guru goes to the queen and says that just announce that anybody who calls himself Charan Das Chor should come to the court. So there is an announcement. So, anybody who is called Charan Das Chor should meet the queen tomorrow 10 a.m. in the court. 10 a.m. in the court. Charan Das Chor is in front of the queen. Story is getting interesting. This is Vineet Pandey style. So what happens? Queen says, "How dare you? Look at you, you small thief. How dare you to steal 1,000 gold coins?" Charan Das says, "Excuse me, I just stole 5 gold coins, not 1,000. Queen says, "How dare you to lie? झूठ बोलने की हिम्मत कैसे हुई तुम्हारी?" Charan Das says, "If I had to lie, why would I have come to your court?" Queen looks at the treasurer and the treasurer says, sorry. He stole only 5 gold coins, but then I thought I will blame him. I stole 995 gold coins. Now Queen is ashamed of her own treasurer, minister, and impressed with the honesty of Charan Das Chor. She says, "I am impressed with your honesty. I announce that tomorrow there will be a big function. We will celebrate your honesty and you will be the head chief guest of that person." Guru is there. Guru is happy. But Charan Das Chor is looking at the ground. Queen says, "What happened?" He says, "I promised my Guru that I will never be the head of any celebration, any meeting, any function." Now Guru looks at him. Acha? He says, "Really?" He says, "I have promised it to my Guru. I cannot break that promise." So Queen says, "Did you ever know that you will be actually becoming the chief guest? Why did you promise something in advance? How did you know the future?" He said, "I didn't know the future. I just said, and as I have told it to my Guru, I am sticking to it." Queen gets impressed. Man has guts. Queen says, "Invite Charan Das Chor with me for a beautiful royal dinner. Dinner पे लेके चलो." Now Charan Das is, Guru is also looking at him. And then Queen looks at his face and shouts, "Don't tell me you promised this also, that you will not dine with the Queen." He says, "Yes. I promised it to my Guru that even if the Queen invites me for the dinner, I will not go." Now the Queen gets angry. The Senapati, the minister, commander, he also gets angry. "Are you insulting our Queen? Did you ever know that she will invite you for the dinner? How all of a sudden, in advance, you can promise these things? And why are you sticking to those promises so seriously? You are denying the Queen. Queen को ना कर रहे हो." He says, "I have promised. I can't break my promise." Queen says, "Take him to the jail." Now Charan Das Chor is in the prison. It is midnight. Queen is walking in her chamber restlessly. Restlessly walk कर रही है. Queen's best friend comes to meet her. Queen talks to her best friend and says, "Do you know what's happening?" She says, "Yes, you are in love. You always wanted a man with guts, with quality, with honesty. You have fallen for him. She says, yes, I think I'm in love. What should I do? The friend says, don't worry. I know a secret way. I will bring that chore in your chamber, in your bedroom directly. Talk to him. She says, okay. The friend goes, gets Charan Das Chor in the chamber of the queen. The moment Charan Das Chor comes in the chamber, queen goes down, holds his leg and prays, please marry me. Please शादी कर लो मुझसे. We need a king like you. बुलाती है मगर जाने का नहीं. पैर पकड़ लेती है. Marry me, please marry me. We need a king like you, honest man, man of guts. And what is this Charan Das Chor doing? Queen is looking at his face, requesting, marry me, marry me, marry me. He's doing like this. And then Queen shouts, please don't say you promised this also. He's silent. Queen कहती है, please मत बोलना that you have promised this also. ये भी तूने promise कर रखा है अपने गुरु को. He's silent. Queen says, okay, you have promised this to your guru. Let's kill your guru. Kill the guru. Remove the morality concept. उस गुरु को ही मार दो, बात ही खत्म. He said, no. Then she says, we will do a lot of prayers, offerings. We will donate thousands of things. Nobody will say anything to you. Please break this promise. I am the queen in your feet. Please marry me. हम सब करने को तैयार है. He said, no. She says, we will kill everyone who knows that you promised it to someone. He says, no. सख्त लौंडा. प्रेरणा जोशी ने सही बोला है. सख्त लौंडा था वो. You know what happens? After a lot of praying, Queen stands up. Is this your final answer? He says yes. Queen does this. The soldiers come in the room. Queen says, he broke the prison, tried to assault me, kill him. And Charan Das Chor is killed. Sad ending. This is, the significance of truth in modern society dealt in a beautiful way. When I will be teaching you, there are so many writers. Badal Sarkar I'll teach. Vijay Tendulkar, इनकी कहानी सुनाऊंगा. Girish Karnad I'll teach. Then the modern writers, Asim Karim Boy I'll teach. Nadira Babbar I will teach. Rohini Hatangadi I will teach. Chandrasekhar Kamra I will teach. Dharmveer Bharti I will teach. Guru Charan Das I will teach. Javed Siddiqui. Then Mohan Rakesh, Arun Tagore, Naseem Ezekiel, Ram Briksh Benipuri, Ramesh Mehta. 99% students are not taught these things, and that's why they think NET exam is tough. It's not tough. Nobody teaches you. Yesterday, some students told me that big companies are also simply teaching British history, not going for other things. And they are saying only British history can make you NET JRF. No. Guys, full energy, 45 minutes, tired. Wait for part 2. All those who want to join the batch for March session, I don't think I have to, sometimes you ask me a demo. Why do I have to give demo? ये पढ़ा रहा हूँ, ये demo ही है. You can simply use Google Pay and join the batch directly, because there is a lot of crowd, people are joining. We are not able to handle the crowd. So I just suggest you stay tuned, because in next class I will finish Indian modern theatre. इसके बाद हम जाएंगे teaching of English drills पे. So stay tuned. Thank you so much. And if you loved this lecture, share the clips. अपने YouTube पे, अपने Instagram पे, share these things. समृद्धि, they ask me, मुझे पढ़ा के दिखाओ, अच्छा पढ़ाते हो कि नहीं पढ़ाते हो. They ask for demo. बच्चों की गलती नहीं है. There are some companies, they have actually made demo system. Imagine, why to go for a demo? You ask Abdul Kalam, give me a demo, then only I'll ask, believe you are a scientist. Are he has done great things. I hope you loved this. And if you love this, share it with everyone. Thank you so much. Good night. And once again, a very happy new year. Take care.